Hi, I'm Bryan.
I'm Char.
And we're here to see if you're ready to go camping. If you're ready to go camping, is your gear ready? For many years, this is what we were camping in, but we want to get back to camping in a tent. So we bought ourselves a new tent, and we want to make sure that we know how to use it before we get out into the wilderness. The name of the tent is a Maker's Mark from Sam's Club. It's a 12-person tent, and with the comforts that we'll be putting in, will be the reason why we purchased a 12-person tent instead of a smaller tent. Remember to remove all the sticks and pointy objects before placing your moisture barrier. It's cheaper to replace a moisture barrier than it will be replacing a new tent. The manufacturer says this tent should be able to be put up in about 2 minutes. For our first time doing it, it took us about 5 to 10 minutes. This was the easiest tent that we've ever purchased. And with practice, I don't think that 2-minute mark is far out of reach. During our setup time, we had 5 to 10 mile an hour winds with a constant drizzle. While putting down your tie lines, remember don't tighten them all the way down. The lines are there to help hold the tent in place from blowing away or rolling. You don't want to hinder the integrity of the tent structure in any way. If you're getting value out of these videos, we'd hope that you'd hit the like and subscribe button. As we were finishing up our tent, our good friends Paul and Susan came on over.
Hi, Paul and Susan! Welcome to the party!
They came to set up their tent so they knew how to do it when we go out camping as well.
Woohoo! In our forest primeval, the backyard.
After doing our tent, it took us about 5 minutes to get Paul and Susan all set up. Time to put the cots in. These are Aberon cots that we got from Amazon, and I'll show you how to set them up. Now that we're in the tent, we're going to set these up to where they're going to be. We want to make sure that everything's locked into place. They're good and sturdy. They come in a nice carry bag, which is very handy for when you need to store it away. Now that we've finished up setting up both tents, I'll give you a walkthrough on what our tent looks like. First thing that you enter into is our social area. The chairs we ended up getting from Walmart and Gander Mountain. Next area that we come to is the sleeping quarters. This is those 2 cots that are placed together. All the bedding material came out of the tote, which after it's used, we use as a table for the nightstand. The nightstand holds everything that we need for the evening. The tent itself is well put together. It includes having an overhead light, which is controlled by a battery pack. And all the seams, if you can see the seams, they have weather stripping on the seams so the water will not leak in. This weekend we're trying to use all the elements to see how it holds up. We're supposed to have strong winds and we're supposed to have rain tonight. Let's see how it goes. This evening we had gusts up to 25 miles an hour. The wind was too much to have audio, but the rain did come down with thunderstorms. Well, it's early morning. After last night's rain and the heavy winds, the tent's fared out very well. Now that the rain and the heavy winds are done, we still have some winds, but it's a better time to show you some of the items that we take camping with us. We bring both solar and battery-powered lights. The shovel is good for building the camping bathroom if you don't have a bathroom available, or for making the campfire. A machete or a hatchet is handy for when getting the wood for the fire. Having rope and twine is good to go from tree to tree if you're hanging up your bathing suits, towels, and any other item that you need to hang up. We bring along little fire starters along with matches or a lighter and some funky flames, which change color of the flames, makes it nice for everybody to watch. A first aid kit is always handy to have with you when you're on a trip. When you don't have it, that's probably the time you're going to need it. Remember to bring cooking utensils, cups, plates, forks, knives, and spoons, whatever you're going to need for when you're eating. An ice chest is also handy for putting in your cold drinks, keeping food cold. We also cook on a Coleman stove. It's a 2-burner stove. The camp table is collapsible and came from Sam's Club. And don't forget to pack your mask and other items that might be needed along the way. Some of the other essentials that you need is toilet paper, paper towel, wet wipes. Wet wipes are good if you don't have a shower or can't shower and you just wipe yourself down to keep yourself clean. Paul and Susan ended up having a couple problems. Their bed deflated. That's the reason why we test things out before we get out there into the wilderness. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any worthy camping hints out of this or camping tips, we hope to see you on the next adventure.